There's something profound about focusing on one person's story, and I think that's something that an artist really needs to do. You're sitting in a moment. It's someone's face, it's someone's expression, they're carrying the weight of their story and where they're going. It pulls on a different type of empathy because you see the face before you.
I'm just taking it in.
I am from Kentucky, so I had no concept of what pears would be. I was in my internship and someone had said to me like, hey, just be careful, there's been shootings outside. All I remember is that, people were running. After the attacks, there was a darkness over the city. There was a reaction at first of kind of this fear, like Islamophobia. I think those things, in a strange way, caused me to look at the Syrian refugee crisis. I looked at that situation and you see people in great limbo on the outside of society and people who have all the cards stacked against them. Who's going to pay attention to these people? My first portrait painting was of a refugee, and then I just started continuing doing it. I think it allows people to be confronted with the issue in a different way than things like the media. I, for some reason, have always been able to form really deep relationships with people from different cultures. But with refugees specifically, I think I have a deep empathy and heart for the limbo they're in. I have a deep respect for the resilience that's been required of them, and a deep empathy for the horrors they may have been through in some way. Because I was doing these paintings, it became this like weird disconnect of, why am I doing this? Is this really helpful? And I started researching the different ways to volunteer in refugee camps. I found an organization called Refugee Support Europe. They helped to create a sense of normalcy with the distribution of clothes and food.
Hey, we got one!
I was put in charge of redecorating our shops. Using the weird resources we had, created Arabics designs to put around the shops. It was a very collaborative project. I did try to allow it to be as much done by the families.
Oh yeah, the dark blue is so cool.
Painting there was a way to allow people a sense of ownership of their space.
Yeah!
I think bringing a little bit of that, it's something that might be a little bit stabilizing. I think my perspective has changed a lot. What I've realized is that, wherever you are physically, there are people around you. There are resettled refugees here around me. There are my neighbors, there are my friends. What's between G and I? I've gotten involved with resettled refugees here, and I just love the families that I'm involved with, like, to pieces. They're wonderful people. I think I see my work kind of flowing out of this new perspective. I will continue doing narrative paintings and maybe portrait paintings. Some of them will be of maybe some of the resettled refugees that I'm involved with right now. Just the people in our community, different people from different socioeconomic statuses, and just seeing their story. You don't have to do something sensational, and it's not about doing something sensational. I think that love has an infinite power. I think that love is something that everyone needs, and everyone needs their stories valued.